Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's Rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. There's nothing quite like a great rivalry matchup in college football. The bitterness, the intensity, the lifetime of memories that will come as a result of what we're about to see in this one. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Florida State Seminoles, taking on another team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 20. So the Florida State Seminoles offense will get the first possession of the game. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment. If you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
And I think on that last run play on third down here early in the game, they're making a statement that we believe we're the more physical team, and we're going to run the football even if you know it's coming at you. Nice job. They got the ball at midfield. I expect to see more run plays coming up.
And the Noles will have it 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Seminoles have always been known for explosive, flashy, big plays, but think of guys like Dalvin Cook and the toughness that he ran with. That's on display here.
And then those guys that I think of, too, with Warrick Dunn, where you hand them the football and big plays can happen, and offenses have been built around that for years at Florida State, finding that guy to hand the ball to.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Handoff to the lone back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. They have relished this tight victory since the last time these two got together, Pollock.
Yeah, it's just winning is beautiful. And when you beat your rival and you get those bragging rights, Palmer, it is a glorious thing for a whole year and sometimes longer.
Well, that's the best thing about rivalry games like this. For the winning team, whoever pulls this one out here today, their fans are going to be bragging about this one for a long time.
Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but now facing 3rd down. Using the quick game. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
The negative play leaves them with 2nd and 12. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Down to the 3-yard line, and that's where they'll have it, 1st and goal.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to...
And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Florida State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. So Clemson's offense will get the ball for the first time. These two dudes who both come off the edge can wreck an offensive stage, Jesse.
Man, these quarterbacks better have an internal clock working today. If you hold on to the football, you are getting sacked.
Yeah, best athletes on the field are defensive linemen, and when you got guys like this that can get after the quarterback, points will be at a premium.
It's going to be important this offensive line is able to get a little bit of push. Just got to give this guy an inch, a little crease, and he can make yards for it.
Wide receiver coming across in motion. Out of the gun to give to the back. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride. They want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
He's got the tight end. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play. Clemson jumps to the line.
Is enough. First down for the offense.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets rid of it. That's caught. It's Butler. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, the receiver's got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
Quick strike complete. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical, they're too fast, and they force a negative play.
Got some work to do after that last play, 2nd and 13. He's looking to throw. He'll get rid of it. It's caught. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
It's really hard when you get in those predictable situations. Defenses are sitting on the sticks. Receivers have to understand where that first down marker is. Heads up play, nose for the first down marker. Get in there and get it.
They'll throw it from the red zone. Working that left side. Makes the grab at the 6-yard line. It's 1st and goal.
It's hard for an offense to win when you get in predictable situations. What a great job understanding where the first down marker is. I got to get a big gain, got to get that first down. Nice job, great nose for the first down.
Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period.
7, Clemson, 0.
They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. A first down run on the doorstep. Touchdown! He shed tackles right and left and housed it. On to attempt the try. Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
And he didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job.
Ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. How in the world did the offense avoid that disaster?
And as a defense, you just want to steal some possessions, create some turnovers. You force the fumble, but man, what a break for the offense to fall back on it. Those are moments that you just get a little bit frustrated because it's the luck of a bounce.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a run.
Pulls and fires complete. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
The give to Davis. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
First down, you always want to establish the running game. How about this offense? Nothing fancy. Run the football, be physical, get a big gain.
The Seminoles getting set on 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Croman Hope. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Seminoles.
Number 88.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Got out of trouble and throws. Just gets rid of it to the running back underneath. And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Clemson will send the punt team out. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Gets the first one of the day out of there, and we saw a lot of him in that loss last week, 4 times to be exact. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. David, they'd love to do what they did last time and put this one in the end zone.
You ain't lying. They did a great job. The offense was clicking. Everything went well, Palmer. They executed and got the touchdown.
And they really were in a nice rhythm as well. And I'd love to see that here on the next drive, too. Just keep doing what you're doing. Everything seems to be working, and you seem to have this defense on their heels.
The give out of the gun. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a first down. Renegade would be proud of the way they're using those horses to move it on the ground.
Yeah, get the horsepower going. And, man, they've had some serious backs over the years at Florida State. And you think about all the talent, all the swag over the years. You got to get back to that, find those guys that they can really attach this offense to and thrive.
They'll immediately call timeout. From the 47-yard line on 1st and 10. Looking for a man. It's Croman Hope. Gets away. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he'll fire. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It's third down now. They ought to be able to get off one more play before the 2-minute warning. Coming after it. And they got him. He'll get him down for the sack. It's the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can tack a little something extra on their lead before the break. And the Seminoles will try to pin them back with the punt. He'll call for the fair catch here. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone...
And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. They go to the ground. Spins away from the defender. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
Fast motion from the offense. Back to throw, it's Croman Hope. Flips it out to the back. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Wants to fire on second down. Gets it out fast. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down. The Seminoles racing to the line in the hurry-up. Comes out throwing on first down. Firing to the right, complete. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. He's going to pass. They're working that left side. He's brought down, solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down. On second down, wants to throw it. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Couldn't find anybody open, just threw it away, and that's a smart move. You want to avoid the turnover, especially in the red zone. It'll be 4th down. And as the clock is winding down here in the first half, they'll send out the field goal team. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. And they'll push that lead out a little further. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks so much, guys, and I need not tell you, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotion, and no surprise, we saw just that in the first half today. Talk about a first half from that dude out of the backfield. He's been a total game changer. And how many top plays moments have we seen on missed tackles alone? Video game moves from one of the shiftiest players in all of college football. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
And the Seminoles will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that in the second half.
You know, and I think even if you're this defense, you have an opportunity to make a statement here. Yeah, I know you guys went in at halftime and you riled yourselves up and you told yourself that you think you can run the ball on us. On this very first drive, we're going to prove to you, just like in the first 30 minutes, you cannot.
Trying to find his man on 1st down. Got it in the middle, it's Butler. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
This receiver is such a weapon. He has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Getting some heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, the offense trying to stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass, but you got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a sack there.
So now on 2nd and long, you start to think just don't fall out of field goal range. He's looking to throw. Good timing on the quick out. Hit the gas, kid, wide open ahead. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers.
Every time we speak to defenses before they play this guy, they all know he's going to get the ball thrown his way. They always come up with creative and exotic ways to try to cover him in the back end, but they're never able to get it done. This guy just beats coverage time and time again, and with that last catch, that's now his 15th receiving score of the season.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt, and I think it's for the play call.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
That is an awesome play up front right there, crashing that play in the backfield. And it's funny, you know, you think back to Clemson. Remember when Trevor Lawrence won a national title his true freshman year? It wasn't necessarily about Trevor Lawrence. They won that title because of their defensive dominance, especially on the D-line. That may have been the best D-line we've ever seen in college football. And I tell you, sometimes this dude looks like he could start on that D-line. He's that talented.
Find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30.
Well, as a defense, you know this is going to be a challenge every time you face this offense. They're one of the 25 best in the nation at getting first downs because they can pick them up in a variety of ways, including running the football. You have got to be physical when facing off against this offense.
Kept it on the ground on first down. Let's see what they do on second. Scanning the field, it's Chrome and Hope.
The second down.
A little more on target there. Maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On third and long, he has to throw for it. He looks that one in nicely. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
Brings up second down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. They've got the screen set up. Still on his feet at the 45. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit him for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. Quickly complete. They make the stop, but the sweet rolling catch is plenty to give them a first down. The Noles come to the line with a new set of downs. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop, but you can't give up 4 yards a chunk on the ground down in this area of the...
Second
team. The noise level is relentless here on second down. They'll run it from the gun. He rolls all the way down to the 5-yard line before they finally get him stopped. This offense trying to quieten the crowd on first and goal, and they are not cooperating. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Noles! There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic.
Oh, picked off. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Well, the offense turns it over, and talking to their coaching staff before this game, they talked about how important it was to have good ball security and not give the opponent extra possessions. That time, poor decision by the quarterback, and the defense made them pay.
Escapes the sack. Trying to make magic with his feet. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. It's now 1st and 10 from the 24-yard line. Looking to move it through the air. Makes the grab on the left. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold it. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a second down play. Keeping it on the ground with the running back. Oh, big juke to get past. They get him on the ground, but not before he rumbles all the way to the 5.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, getting down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, and considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. When you're dealing with a deficit like this, it's all about somebody stepping up to make a play, and you might as well start here in the fourth quarter. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Florida State. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Trying to start the drive with a pass. Got room at the 35. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
He can buy time, he can run it. What can't he do? This guy's so talented. When he does stuff like this, there's no way to stop it. There's no way to coach a defense up against this. He's just really fast, and I can't catch him.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. He's looking to throw it. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll finally drag him down, but not before he gets it to the 40, and it's a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Fires into traffic, intercepted. Couldn't find a ton of room on that return, but that small change, they take over at the 43.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT.
There's a bullet, now it's picked off. He goes out of bounds, but he creates the turnover and a great opportunity for his offense. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. He'll start this drive firing. Lets it fly deep downfield. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone. And the incompletion brings up a 2nd down for this offense. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Got his man on the right. Tackled after picking up the 1st down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. He'll come out throwing on 1st down. Pocket starts to collapse. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. After the misfire, it's 2nd down. They want to just keep throwing it. Quickly to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. 3rd and short from the 28. Let's see if this is 4-down territory or if they just pick up the 1st here. From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Butler. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a 1st down. This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. Now from inside the red zone. Got it. Takes it to the house. Touchdown, Clemson.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
And the extra point is good, but they still trail 31-21. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David. And And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Really nice stop there from this senior leader. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's got an open man. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Tackled immediately after the catch. After that last completion, it's 2nd down. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. These fans stepping up to help this defense on 3rd down. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And this is exactly what this offense wants and wants to continue to do. A couple more 1st downs. They just got 2 1st downs. A couple more 1st downs, run the clock with the lead. Great recipe for getting the win.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The offense pops it up, and they were on the move. It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it? We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense will be quite content just to drain the rest of the time away. Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. On the run, fires downfield.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the football. They're able to connect, and they keep the drive going.
The give from the gun. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Linebackers trying to create some confusion. Going to work in the red zone, they can pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. They move the tight end all over. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. 1st down here for the offense. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. This offense has a 2nd down play. He's looking to throw. He's taking a deep shot late in the game. And he throws his 3rd pick of the day. His head has to be spinning.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Reels it in down the left side. And he's brought down after a huge completion. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Man, I love this guy's toughness. All game long, he's been getting hit. He's been sacked multiple times, and here we are late in the game. He's still staring down the barrel, gets nailed, but's able to deliver a big completion for his offense.
Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in. They'll try to get on the same page this time. 2nd and 10 from the 31. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to throw, it's Croman Hope. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Seminoles. That one pushes this lead out a little bit more here in the 4th, and now they can smell 8 straight wins.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the 4th quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Going up top on 1st down. And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Trying to take it back. Touchdown, Noles! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. The DB saw it. He thought, don't drop it, then thought, don't get caught, and he didn't. The pick 6.
Hey, these guys can play offense, too, now. Look at this. I showed you I could be a wide receiver. Coach might split him out at wide receiver next week after making that big play. But defense, great job making the interception. And you're right, doing something with it. Don't just slide down. Don't be content. Take that thing all the way back.
Feeling the heat as he lets it go. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. Pressure's there and he lets it go. That pass is incomplete and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws for the tight end. Makes a connection. And he was loose and in the open field and on